Alright, so I'm back, and so we looked at them all individually. We've looked at them all in their vehicle modes. We just looked at all the vehicle modes. Now it's time to combine them. So we're going to do all the... so I just want to show off the bots all together. Do some size comparisons here while we can. And kind of go from there. I don't know why this thing's not quite where it needs to be. There we go, I guess. So yeah. So the first thing I want to go over is none of these guys quite fit the G1 style. None of them quite fit IDW. They are all kind of their own thing, and I don't know. You know, it's like some companies I think can pull off their own twist on characters, and other companies cannot. TFC kind of puts that spin on their figures to give it the updated look, and I would say they do it mostly pretty well. The Fans Project puts their own spin on things. And it's got this kind of Neo vibe to it that fits in pretty well with the older Chug figures that had like a Neo vibe to them. So those guys can do it well. Warbotron, this is not done well. The overall aesthetics of it. They look good as a team. They do. But individually, it really kind of focuses out their flaws. So as a team, they look okay, but I don't think they look great. They all have problems. They all have, I mean, like Afterburner with the wheel panels sitting over his shoulders looks stupid. Nose cone with those treads hanging off his forearms looks stupid. Lightspeed looks stupid because he just looks too compressed at the top. Like he's got no mass to his torso. Strife is the best looking of the limb bots, and then Scattershot looks really good in the back there, but he also looks really big compared to the rest of them. Like a little too big to make that really look okay. I mean, definitely the core bot should be bigger than the limb bots, but I think this is a little too big. But, you know, whatever. But then you start remembering like how the transformation went with him, and it's just like, wow. So, you know, he's definitely the worst when it comes to transformation because he's not even a transformer, he's a parts former. The limbs, they all are fairly simple to transform, but to a point where it's like if they would have added an extra hinge or an extra panel or something like that, they would have cleaned up a little bit better. So there's no real winning here. It's like he's too complex, and yet his complexity made it so that they had to make him super simple. And they're all so simple that they're not... none of these things seem like true MP designed figures, and that's one of the things that's holding me up on this, is because they're in the MP scale, but they're not MP. So anybody out there that's thinking about adding these, like, I mean, this is an old set, so it's way past the point of being relevant at this point. But for people like me who have been holding off on this set, if you're looking at this set to put them individually into a masterpiece collection, I don't think this is going to work for you. If you have the oversized Chug style, then yes, you could probably fit them in. But that means you're using like the Leader Class Power Master Prime, Leader Class Megatron. You're in an MP scale, but we're your Chug design. And for the price point, I think these things were a little too they're too much for what you're getting. I think. I can't remember how much they were individually. I'm guessing what, $70-$80 a piece. Let's see here. Big Bit Toy Store. Go. I don't know about you guys, but I really do not like the way they redesigned their website on BBTS. Okay, so the Limbots are about... Wow. Okay, so they're, according to these prices, all except for him are in the $80 price range. He's $95, and the core is $110. So it's like, I don't think it's worth that much. You know, this is like early days. I can't even say early days of TFC, because at least those guys got the characters a little bit closer. I can't recommend this set as is. I think the vehicle modes, I hate the vehicle modes, but that's just because I hate that style design for vehicle modes, that Cybertronian-esque look. It's just a cheap cop-out for me, for the most part. The robot modes are okay, but they're not great. If you could get this whole set for $250 or less, then we're talking about, like, okay, that's kind of worth it. You know, $50 a bot, I think. Maybe $25 a bot, somewhere $25 and $50 would be worth it, but not $80 to $100. That's just ridiculous. So anyway, scale wise, here they are with a chug car. Here they are with MP car, and here they are with MP10. The color palette is very muted on this set. So it's like when you have somebody like Hot Rod or Optimus standing in there who have very vibrant colors. Why aren't you standing? They've got very vibrant colors. It really kind of makes these guys look even duller. That's more of the G1 style. That's one of the reasons why I never liked them, because they all just look so bland, generic bots. It just, I don't know. As a whole, for the bot modes, I'm going to give this particular look a 5 out of 10. It's functional, but it doesn't look great. They look okay together, but as soon as you put them in the display with anybody else that's in that scale, it's starting to fall apart. So unless, like I said, unless you're going with that large chug scale, you're not going to be really happy with this. So yeah, I guess that's it. Next, we'll start getting them into combined mode, and I'm super thrilled about that.